大谷翔平が本拠地で行われたヤンキース戦で2本のホームランを放ち、メジャートップとなる21号本塁打に到達しました。試合は1回表、ヤンキースの主砲アーロン・ジャッジが今季19号の先制ソロを放つ幕開けとなりましたが、その直後の1回裏、大谷がすぐさま反撃。ヤンキース先発のエース左腕マックス・フリードが投じた内寄り高め、153キロのシンカーを鮮やかに流し打つと、打球はバックスクリーン左へ飛び込む豪快な21号同点ソロとなりました。この試合は Apple TV が全米に生中継し、普段エンゼルス戦で実況を担当するウェイン・ランダーゾ氏がマイクを握りました。1本目のホームランの際、ランダーゾ氏は、
そして今度は彼が左中間へ、ジャッジが1本、そして大谷も1本です。
と興奮気味に伝え、両スター選手の豪華共演を称えました。さらに6回、大谷はこの日2本目となる本塁打をライト方向へ放ちます。ヤンキースのジャッジがフェンスサイでジャンプして捕球を試みますが、打球はその上を越えてスタンドイン。この時の実況では、
なんというスペクタクルな翔平
と興奮を隠しきれない様子でした。また、ホームランの後、大谷が確認のため一塁を踏み直す場面にも注目。
さあ、すべての塁を踏んでください。
とユーモアを交えて伝え、解説のマーク・グビザ氏は、
彼は心の底から見ていて楽しいね。
と、大谷のプレーを心から称賛しました。この試合の模様は日本語字幕付きでお楽しみいただけます。
And it doesn't get any bigger than this in the regular season. Two of the biggest names in the sport, Yankee slugger Aaron Judge has been putting up video game numbers going against global sensation Shohei Ohtani, the most anticipated series of 2025 between two historic heavyweights, a rematch of last season's Fall Classic. It's the Dodgers, it's the Yankees, and it's coming your way from Chavez Ravine. Dex, we get to watch two of the biggest stars in baseball tonight, and Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. You got to play alongside the unicorn Shohei. What was it like being next to such an incredible talent?
Well, first of all, you're right. This is a heavyweight bout between Tyson and Holyfield, right? You got the two best right here. But playing with Shohei, I mean, he's a great teammate, one of my favorite teammates, arguably the best and most exciting player I've ever seen. Yeah. And to come in every day and be in a clubhouse with him, he walks with an air and walks with some confidence and stuff you don't see, but he knows he's Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, I think there's a realization that, okay, I'm the best player in the world. There's nobody better than me. And it shows out on the field when you're going and putting up 50-50. And just this board we got here of the last 4 years of AL MVPs. And I wanted to point out, if Aaron Judge doesn't hit 62 home runs, Shohei's on 4 consecutive MVP seasons, could have a 5th this year. I just think it's so amazing that these two guys have turned themselves into the two best players in the world. Aaron Judge, Dex, hitting 391 as we approach June.
That's correct.
That's old school Ted Williams, Tony Gwynn type of stuff. And with the pitching that we see in the big leagues today, that's unheard of.
Okay, so the MVPs that are going to be out there, Heidi, include Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge, two of the best hitters in the world. How fun is this going to be for fans tonight?
Oh my gosh, Sierra, get your popcorn ready, right? The stars are all out. We are witnessing greatness. We are witnessing history here, watching Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, the two reigning MVPs in each of their league, and both really are on track to repeat as MVP. Judge on pace to put up the 4th highest single season WAR ever by a position player. The 3 higher were all accomplished by Babe Ruth in his prime. Ohtani can become the first player ever with multiple 40-40 seasons. He finished, of course, last year with the first ever 50-50 season in MLB history, 54 homers, 59 stolen bases last year. He's on pace to score 171 runs. That's a total not seen since Ruth in 1921. They're both on pace for 400 plus total bases. That's something we haven't seen since 2001 when Barry Bonds, Todd Helton, Sammy Sosa, and Luis Gonzalez accomplished the feat. Both are helping lead their teams in offense in MLB, and really they're all atop the offensive leaderboards, the Yankees and Dodgers across the board. So it's going to be a fun one here tonight, Sierra.
But Shohei Ohtani has a career 843 OPS against the left-handers, a 900 OPS against the left-handers this year. And Dex, you were a switch hitter, so you didn't have to do it. But you know when guys are up there, they stay locked in against lefties. It's a sign of a really not only mature hitter, but a great hitter.
It's a great hitter, and you're right. And speaking of that, Freddie Freeman.
There you go.
Freddie Freeman facing his old teammate, which is, yeah, this guy's seen him. He knows his pickoff moves. He knows everything. He's been at first base. He's seen him up close and personal.
Well, I'm Wayne Randazzo. We're here at Dodger Stadium for a World Series rematch, maybe a World Series preview for this year as well. The Yankees and the Dodgers right now as good as they were at any point last season, and both of these superstars ready to mingle here this evening.
Absolutely. You're seeing the tail of the tape. You're seeing the contracts and the damage and the MVP awards. It's going to be a fun matchup. Wayne, we've been here all day, and the buzz is buzzing around the stadium, but these are two impact players. They have to play well, and their respective teams are going to win.
And Shohei coming off a 50-50 year in his third MVP. Well, he looks like he's on pace for yet another MVP award.
Well, why not? Let's just go 60-60. He's on that pace, but the stat that rings out, he has a chance to score 171 runs. That is absolutely remarkable. So the power is there, but the impact is even greater. Truly fun to watch.
So many MVP winners on these two rosters, and yet these two guys stand above so much, Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani.
No, they're absolutely a treat to watch. If you're a fan of baseball, you don't even have to be a fan of either team. You want to watch this matchup tonight. It should be a good one.
Well, Aaron Judge has been incredibly good for the Yankees once again in 2025, but so is Shohei Ohtani as he makes his march to what could be a fourth MVP, something only Barry Bonds has ever done.
Well, forget 50-50. Let's go 60-60, and that's the way that he's trending. And he's in his 6'4". Sorry, Weezy, I know he left the halos, but he's a little bit nicer up here. But the bottom line is he understands his impact. Yes, Wayne, the power is always going to be there. But for me, that number, having a chance to score 177 runs, whether it's through power or through his legs, whatever the Dodgers need him to do to be impactful, to win ball games, that's exactly what he's going to do. He is truly fun to watch, and I believe both these big men are going to factor in this series this weekend.
Now, these two both on Ruthian paces in their own rights. Judge when it comes to WAR, Shohei when it comes to runs scored. Looking at another 30-30 here at least, both on pace for over 50 home runs. These two continue to be spectacular. Now, Aaron Judge says, your turn, champ.
That's what we all here for, baby. I love it.
Judge homered in his first at-bat in this World Series rematch. Now Shohei Ohtani stands in. But not homer in the World Series. He was kind of bothered by that shoulder throughout the World Series last year, but he got his first ring. And now he hits one left center field. It's Judge 1, Ohtani 1.
Not love sports, Wayne. How's not baseball romantic? We're gonna be here all night, Weezy. You ain't making that red eye. Greatness. Greatness. Simple as that.
It's that MVP swagger. It's Aaron Judge and it's Shohei Ohtani. And a blast-off in the first inning in Game 1 in this World Series rematch.
The intensity is a continuation, Wayne, of the World Series. You tell me both these sides have had this matchup circled.
Shohei is 21st home run of the year already. He's at 14 in May. He's the only man ahead of Judge. Is he even a man? We're not even really sure.
Yeah, they're X-Men. Wow.
The immediate answer from Judge to Shohei.
As soon as that ball was barreled, I looked at Grisham to see how much room he had. He gave two glances and then held up, and all of a sudden we got a tie ball game, just like that.
Straighten that out. The Dodger lineup brought to you by BetMGM with Shohei leading off. He already has 60 runs scored in this season. That is ridiculous.
I mean, this is the impact daily, and we talked about it in the open, not only at the power department, but his ability to run and get himself in scoring position, just a weapon at the top of the lineup.
He's on pace for a number of runs scored in a season, over 170, that we have not seen since Babe Ruth. What a shot from the spectacular Shohei in the first inning tonight.
And along with Aaron Judge, you can't ask for a better swing, a better pass on the baseball, especially when the ball's middle.
Aaron Judge delivered in the top of the first. Shohei Ohtani had the answer in the home half.
Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Tonight's odds brought to you by BetMGM. We've already seen the two reigning MVPs go deep in this game. The pair have the best odds to repeat as AL and NL MVP. Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani are generational talents. Judge on pace to put up the fourth highest single-season WAR ever by a position player. Ohtani is on pace to score 171 runs. That's a total not seen since Babe Ruth in 1921. Wayne?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. They continue to just run up numbers that seem improbable, and yet it's year in and year out. And think about it, if Judge wins the AL MVP again this year, it'll be 5 straight years that the American League MVP will either have been Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge.
Well, you know what? You're just seeing this, the talent and the strength, and really, it seems like year after year they continue to raise their level of play and their standard of being impactful.
It's never happened before in Major League history that the same two players in back-to-back years, in the same back-to-back years, won the respective MVP awards. If Judge and Ohtani repeat as MVPs this year, they'll be the first to do it. Can't think of a better duo to have done it than those two.
Well, you're starting to look at Magic and Bird, you know, the little rivalry of bi-coastal and guys that are in their prime and have a great deal of respect for each other, being impactful in the same but different ways. We talked about it in open. Shohei Ohtani showing equal power, but also showing the ability to speed, and really this Aaron Judge being one of those hitters that are just feared, and it feels like a Barry Bonds type fear where if you pitch to him, you got to be careful, or he can win the game by himself.
Well, you say Magic's name and he appears.
Yeah, that's the big man. Love seeing him around the stadium, man. Always has a smile and always a great conversation and great knowledge as well.
And Shohei Ohtani seems to add to that list of moments almost every day here in LA. Getting his 21st home run of the season tonight. Mentioned that Shohei and Judge both homering in the first inning, reigning MVPs to homer in the same game, let alone the same inning. Had only happened once before in June of 2003. When Barry Bonds did it for the Giants and Miguel Tejada for the A's.
I mean, coming into this ball game, though, you knew something electric was going to happen. We had this date circled, and like I said, I know both sides did as well, and so it has not disappointed for the action side of it.
Of course, Judge and Shohei added a little flair to it, homering in their first at-bats in the same inning of the first game they play against each other this year since last year's World Series, which was unique in its own right, having MVPs playing against each other in the World Series. It was the first time it had happened since 2012. But in terms of transcendent players matching up in the World Series, it's pretty rare. Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays matched up a couple of times in the World Series over the years. Ted Williams and Stan Musial got together once in the World Series. Who matched up with Judge in last year's World Series, and the way these two teams look right now, they could match up again. The Dodgers and Yankees do have some precedents playing each other in back-to-back World Series before.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised if they match up once again, and especially with the jawing that went on this offseason. Add a little more pizzazz to this rivalry, but both sides respect each other, I think, in the end, and understand that if we ultimately want to win a championship, the roads have to go through each other.
Two reigning MVPs in Judge and Shohei Ohtani trading blows early on. How difficult is it to game plan against Aaron Judge?
It is. I think that with Aaron, you got to try not to let him beat you with guys on base. Try to keep guys off base in front of him. You got to sequence. You got to change locations. You can't repeat. And obviously, a guy like that who can drive the ball out any part of the ballpark, he's tough, and he's reigning MVP for a reason. But yeah, to see Shohei go blow to blow with them is obviously fun for everyone.
We've seen the two reigning MVPs trading blows early in this one. I asked Dave Roberts a similar question about preparing for Judge. What's it like game planning against Shohei Ohtani?
Tough. You gotta execute, at the highest level when you're facing guys like that. Obviously, he hurt us there with a big one in the first inning, jumping on a first pitch. Looked like the sinker got up a little bit, but Max settled in and I thought really executed well against him the next time. But it's always a challenge.
A battle of the reigning MVPs, a World Series rematch tonight. And Shohei leading off the bottom of the 6th, taking ball 1 from Max Fried. 21 home runs for Ohtani. He's the major's leader in that category. The 4th MVP award seems in sight. Only Barry Bonds made it to 4 MVP wins. Little Bonds ended up with 7. I'll give Shohei time. He's still only 30. Third time through the order against Fried, although this is normally when he's at his best. He has so many weapons. 3 balls and a strike. And Shohei, it's a high fly, right field. Judge is all the way back. He's at the wall. He leaps. It's gone. Number 2 tonight for the spectacular Shohei. Touch first, and then touch them all.
He is truly fun to watch, Wayne, and this is how strong he is. He didn't get all that baseball. That's why the fly ball was so high. But because of the strength and the bat speed, still strong enough to muscle up another home run. Finally got the cutter. Max Fried was attacking him with that front hit cutter, and all of a sudden got enough barrel. If Aaron Judge at 6'7" can't get that alley-oop, nobody's going to get that one. Shohei had to make sure touch first is a big home run and really got the crowd back on his feet and this offense going. And I told you, Wayne, this is not going to be the final, man. Both these offenses can do it.
Gave up a long, big, towering home run to Shohei Ohtani. He was hoping maybe Judge was big enough to bring it back, but he could not.
First pitch to Judge is a fastball outside, 1-0.
Well, there's 2 guys playing in tonight's ball game that no one will leave their seats when they're going to be coming up. Judge is one of them, and the leadoff hitter, same category of the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
That's swinging a high drive, center field. Andy Pott is going to turn and watch this one fly a long way into the netting below the batter's eye, and Aaron Judge gives the Yankee fans exactly what they wanted to see. A first inning home run to give New York an early 1-0 lead. Oh my word, 446, the dead center for Aaron Judge, and his 19th home run of the year. Another home run given up by the Dodgers staff. That is something that has ailed them all season long. Well, the Yankees MVP went yard in the first. The Dodgers are hoping their guy can do the same. Shohei Ohtani, with 20 home runs on the season, steps in. Lefty Fried, former Brave, into his windup, kicks and deals. First pitch swinging, hit in the air, well to left center field. Did you? Shohei Ohtani ties it in a blink. Ohtani ambushes Fried on the very first pitch of the game. 21st home run of the year, travels 417 feet. We are level at 1.
In the opening of the broadcast, I said, fasten your seat belts. Might want to put on a helmet, too. Daniel's Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
3-time MVP Shohei Ohtani leads off against Max Fried, who has been spectacular. 7-0, best ERA in the majors. First pitch from the left-hander, fastball swung on, hit to deep left center field. All kinds of carry, going back. Goodbye. He's matched Aaron Judge. It's 1-1, Dodgers and the Yankees. For Ohtani, home run number 21, RBI number 36 on the first pitch.
417 feet for Ohtani. Now Max Fried just waiting, just standing there. Now just forget it. It's over.
The 2 hitting stars have showed up and already showed out.
Right. Well, if they're looking for a matchup, they got one.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That was Ohtani's second home run off of Fried.
This is what people came to see, Shohei and Judge.
Well, you got the Dodgers
So
are
far.
the number 2 scoring team in baseball. Number 3 Yankees. The Cubs are number 1. This is like a scriptwriter already got hold of this game. MVP Aaron Judge will homer on a 1-1 pitch. MVP Shohei Ohtani will homer on the first pitch.
Shohei is 1 for 2, led off the game with a first pitch home run, 412 feet the opposite way off Fried, his 21st of the year. Matched a solo home run from Aaron Judge in the top of the first inning. But then Fried struck him out in the third. Now in the 6th. First pitch. 3-1. Does Ohtani get anything to hit? We find out now. Shohei hits it a mile Still high into the air. Way back to right. Aaron Judge at the wall. He leaps. He cannot bring that one back. Shohei Ohtani with his second of the game. He thinks he missed first base. He goes back to step on that bag, and now he can touch them all. His second tonight. 22nd of the year. And the Dodgers are within 2. It's now 5-3 New York.
And a smart move to go back and retouch the bag just in case. You know, he's looking at the ball, looking at Judge. Second home run for Ohtani. And for Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor, trip around the diamond. Your family jewelers since 1948. So we encourage you to visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
21st career multi-home run game for Shohei Ohtani.
Hey, Yankee fan. Here's Ohtani.
I wonder how he knows that song. His walk-up song is Feeling Good by Anthony Newley. And I wonder how he found that song.
Ohtani also leads the National League in total bases, extra base hits, and runs scored. He's pretty good. Big pitch here, Fried against Ohtani, the 3-1 leading off here in the 6th. Swung on a high fly ball, right field, giving ground Judge. And he's not going. Jumps, did he get it? No, he didn't. Ohtani went back to touch first to make sure. Another home run for Shohei Ohtani. Judge looked like he had a chance to get it, but just out of his reach.
That one went 383 feet. 112 miles an hour. See, what's so extraordinary about Ohtani is that he backed him off the plate with that and couldn't extend his arms, and so he tried to go a little outside, and Ohtani was ready for it.
If you want to knock him down, go ahead. You're going to pay the price. You got to be careful. You're going to make your pitch. Second home run today for Ohtani. It's a 5-3 Yankee lead now, bottom 6. 2 homers and a strikeout for Ohtani.
That's the 21st multi-homer game for Ohtani, his career.
He could be a wise guy. He said it feels like it was this year. That's how good he is.
The 21st time in his career, Shohei Ohtani has a multi-home run game.
Yeah, it continues to get his foot down, and it doesn't matter if it's on the pull side or the opposite field side. When you elevate, he celebrates.
He's only had 1 game in his career where he has had 3 home runs in a game, and it was the historic 50-50 night in Miami last year. He was thinking about the hat trick right there. Shohei went 6 for 6 with 3 homers and 10 RBIs the night he reached 50-50. Tonight he's reached another Dodger record, 15 home runs in the month of May. He ties Duke Snider and Pedro Guerrero for the most home runs by any Dodger in any month. Off the end of his bat here, he pops it up, shallow left center. Volpe's going out to try to get it and makes the catch. What a play by Volpe. Huge crowd sellout here tonight, making a lot of noise. 6 runs in the last 2 innings for the Dodger offense. 4 in the 6th inning, 2 in the 7th. Shohei Ohtani has hit 2 home runs tonight. Edman fouls one off. The Dodgers are on pace to draw 4 million fans into Dodger Stadium this year.
They're outstanding with the giveaways, the promotions, making it feel like everybody's one big happy family, no matter what background you come from. And so I'm used to seeing this from Shohei Bobblehead night or Hello Kitty night. It doesn't matter. There's going to be 50,000 people here.
Shohei Ohtani will bat here in the 8th. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. The 2 homers off the bat of Ohtani tonight.
Yeah, the first one 105, the second one 112, but I've never seen a baseball hit so high in the 6th inning. I didn't think he had a chance, and all of a sudden I look at Aaron Judge and he's looking at the wall and he runs out of real estate, but that just shows this bat speed and really the power of Shohei Ohtani.
He's hit 15 home runs in the month of May. And tomorrow, or even right now, he'll have a chance to set the all-time Dodger record for the most homers in any month. He has reached 15 to tie Duke Snider and Pedro Guerrero. 2 solo home runs tonight. He started this one off with a bang after Aaron Judge hit a massive shot 446 feet in the top of the 1st Shohei had the immediate answer. He's added one more since then. The first sweep of the year on our pregame predictions, courtesy of BetMGM. Well, the stars showed out tonight. Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, each homered. Shohei twice. A lot of runs in this game, too, as the Dodgers came from behind. They beat the Yankees 8-5 here at Dodger Stadium. Well, this was an exciting matchup going in, and it certainly lived up to the hype.
Absolutely, from start to finish. And you saw the capabilities from both offenses. You saw the Yankees put their stamp on the game early, but then all of a sudden, Tony Gonsolin was able to step up and really add some zeros and take some pressure off that offense. And then you saw Freddie Freeman and the rest of his catalysts really chip away and take this game back. But Shohei Ohtani was about all-star, looking at Freddie Freeman and really Andy Paez, but looking at the big man, I saw that home run. I said, oh, this might be a long day for the home team hitting a baseball that far, but it was just a fun game to be a part of, man. Home run after home run, and you think right now that all of a sudden, man, the Dodgers might get boat race, but their grit and their resiliency that they showed last year as well as this year is the reason why they won the ball game.
In the middle innings,
I think he found something to be able to just go out of the stretch. He started to throw the baseball more downhill, but then all of a sudden, really the offense of the Dodgers. And this got it going, the big man. He missed that baseball, hit it 400 feet in the air, but then Teoscar Hernandez, how many times have we seen him in a big situation going clutch? All of a sudden, Will Smith. You see in this lineup that as I'm looking at this highlight, man, so they have 5 to 6 guys that can beat you at any given moment and knocked out one of the most talented lefties in all of baseball.